Take one. Hey movers, what's up? Coach Jaida in the building. I wanted to go over with you bridge rotations and progressions to get there. So we'll kind of start from novice, work to intermediate, and then talk about the advanced, ultimate, full bridge on the floor, which I know tends to be everyone's holy grail and what we want to work up to. But a few things before we get there, let's kind of talk about just a quick warm-up you can do. If you have a PVC, a dowel, something at home where you can get pass-throughs, dislocates, to open up your chest, open up that thoracic, start with your grip wide, and then just try to pass it over your head without your elbows bending. Go as wide as necessary. You can obviously bring your grip in a little bit too, make it more challenging. It's just great for the shoulders. Another exercise you guys can do is hit the wall, pec stretch, kind of just step through, twist to the other side. Just want to make sure your shoulders are primed before you jump right into them. Then you guys will obviously switch, hit your other arm, then one more for the wrist, because bridge rotations do require a ton of wrist mobility, flexibility, because they're in a decent amount of extension here. So very quickly, here's 3. Fingertips forward, can rock back and forth. Fingertips side, so away from each other. You can rock side to side. Fingertips towards you, rock back and forth. All right, then obviously, of course, you can kind of roll them out, but those are just a few. You can hit a couple rounds of that. Once you're primed and ready to go, let's get into it. Bridge rotations. If you've never attempted them before, you kind of just want to get a feel for them. Start on the wall. Instead of working on the floor, this takes you from an elevated position, a little less on the wrists, a little less on the shoulders. You can kind of just understand the fluidity of the movement. So always start here. It's going to set you up for success with your fingertips away from each other, and you're about to see why. You can bend your knees slightly, lean into the wall. Now from here, I'm reaching up and over, not just around. All right, puts the shoulder in a bad position. I'm reaching up, over, letting my leg follow, my eyes track that hand, pressing through. Look, now my fingertips are towards each other exactly where I want them to be. I'm gonna follow through in the position that I started in, fingertips away. Show you one going back. I should track that lead hand, push, finish that rep. You're back where you started. It's your bridge rotation on the wall. Obviously, the more space you have, the better. You can just continue to travel one direction and back. Start a little bit slower on these, tend to make you a little bit dizzy. Once you've graduated to the floor, start working half bridge rotations on the ground. So here, you're gonna start in tabletop position. You can start with your hands slightly rotated out. Knees above the floor. I'm going to reach in with my left leg and over with my right. So kind of follow. Reach in and over. Finish with your hips up, so squeeze your butt. Now that's only half of it. Just like we did on the wall, this is our start position. Make sure you hit the other side. Now I'm reaching in with my right leg. Up and over, left hand. Back to that start position. That would be your intermediate version. If you want to eventually work your way into a full bridge, you start in that same exact position. Going to require a lot more thoracic mobility, so make sure you are ready for this. You'll know once half bridge rotations start becoming really easy, thoracic's a little bit more open and you feel more bendy, you're ready to move here towards full bridges. But you're going to start, fingertips should be towards you in this position or just slightly at an angle if you struggle with your wrist. This is good. But I'm going to reach completely up and over. Boom. That's why you want your wrist turned, so you can finish in this position. More comfortable you get with that thoracic mobility like we talked about, you can straighten out your legs and place more weight in your upper back. You just finish where you started. That's eventually working your way into a full bridge. Let me know if these tips, tricks, progressions help you, and please send us a post, tag us in it, so we know you're working on your bridges. Have a good day. Bye.